The only pressure I ever feel is the pressure I put on myself. I have such high demands on myself and targets, and I think that's just the drive to be the best. I want to be the best. I've never been in it to finish anywhere else but first. Well, what can I say? He's a remarkable man, my dad. He wanted to give me a better life than he had. From a very, very early age, he decided he's going to do everything in his powers to make me successful in whatever it is. When I'm on the podium, finish first, I feel that sort of I'm repaying him. For the first 5 years of my career, it was a real hard struggle, and we still won. So we'd already shown what we could do, and then we were given a great opportunity to be in the McLaren Mercedes Driver Support Program. From sort of 2001 onwards, 2002 onwards, they played a huge role, but already up until then they'd contributed a huge amount. It's a huge step to Formula One in terms of commitment. You need to put your whole life into it. You wake up in the morning, you live and breathe Formula One. I couldn't imagine what it was like to be in a Formula One car. I tried to, and then eventually I got into one of them and it just blew me away. When I entered the season, the pressure was on because they'd taken such a big risk on taking a rookie into the best team. And that's a huge amount of pressure to carry in such a big team, and there's 1,000 people behind you working to make sure that your one car, two cars are ready for the Grand Prix. And to know that if you make a one slip up, that's all of their effort down the drain and in the wall. So there's a huge amount of pressure, and then also to prove the critics wrong, because everyone sort of said, how's he going to deal with it? I don't know how I managed it, but I did it. Everything happened so quickly, even though it was the longest year of my life. It was all such a great experience, and nothing like I'd experienced before. And while you're in all these different countries, you don't actually get to see what's going on back home, so you don't see yourself sort of getting higher and higher and more popular. You just see yourself as a racing driver that's doing quite well. Proudest moment is standing on the podium in first place after Canada. I was just extremely proud and happy, and seeing my dad, he had tears in his eyes, and it was just, I knew that I'd done my family proud, I'd done my team proud, and I'd done my country proud, and it was just a great feeling. But I think longevity is the key to any partnership and to any team being successful. And having SAP with us, they give us strength, especially with high-performance engines. They make a huge contribution to them, helping track things and develop and use all the stuff that we get from the track back to the factory to help them develop new parts and get it back as soon as possible. And it all has to be done to perfection. I think persistence and determination. If I fail, I'll get up and I'll keep doing it until I perfect it. And I'm not going to say that I've ever perfected the race, but I think I've been 98, 99%, and I'm going to perfect a race this year, that's for sure. Many, actually. I'm literally dedicating my whole life to becoming world champion. I want to be world champion 2 or 3 times. Perhaps emulate Ayrton Senna, who was always my biggest hero in Formula One. I would also like to use the opportunity that I've got basically with my image. I like to help people, whether it's putting a smile on people's face, whether it's raising money for charity or building schools in Africa or something like that. I'd love to do that in the future. For me, it was a great race because it just reminded me who I am, what sort of person I am, and one of those people that never give up. I went back to last. I still kept on pushing. I still believed I could win all the way to the flag, and I kept pushing for 200 meters after the flag, and then I realized, okay, it's gone.